We are in a state of emergency. Tragedy. You want to show about it? Like to hear? Here it goes. Freedom.
It's all about the unity. It's never making you with us, so ain't nobody who's for me. Like that, you can make me bring yourself. We put it down the tape, fire at reality.
Peace around in LA. I'm so Sister D. And I just wanted to say thank you for all the people who helped to the medical provider for my uncle Taalik. And it has meant so much to us that he would help to put the part of that if his life would not be possible and he would not be living today right now. And I want to say for all of you that helped and that donated, I will be with you for the big thanks. And I hope I can meet you one day and so thank you in person. I love you guys. And
that was a great evening in Saturday. And I was afraid. I was even more afraid it wouldn't rain. This also gives me an excuse to use my astronaut man. I'm not upside down, but if I was, it would still rain. I know Micah.
Freedom line. You're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it.
we want to make sure that we're not just working to be first, but we're working to be right. A lot of times there are situations when things are just happening so fast. It's always important to be fast, but we always want to be right.
This year, you want to honor your dads. Shows how it's not like that. He just shakes some hands, he takes some pictures, you know, some walls, some things look like that. What's for good cause? I love good causes. They do so much good. And it might be raised is going to help them like hell, which is waiting for the pieces. Mashallah. Fine. As long as you focus on that, we don't want to be a poster woman. Great. As it, want to make some records. That comes next. How about scrambled eggs in a cup? Why are you not more excited? This is
I ordered this book, God is on Trial. I ordered this book from Amazon, and I must say I've read it. It's very well written, very thought-provoking, which, and so sisters and brothers like Alberta Parish, again, God is on Trial. It is a provocative, thought-provoking, very real and honest point of view regarding the gods of major religions or of Abrahamic religions, and why those of us who follow these belief systems should be asking the same kind of questions instead of just blindly accepting and following.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
Message. Hey, my brother, you know I had to call you and thank you personally again. I cannot describe to you how happy I was to meet you in person, Myron. That was just like amazing.
Just keep me cool.
Come on then.
To bring out perfect harmony, Terry Ellis becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that
That's amazing. Congratulations, dude. Don't be rude. You can't come. Understand.
In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty Angel Snub Nub 7. I am your soul brother number 1. As always, I don't intend to be here a long time. I just want to make a point and go on about my business for this evening. But I thought that it would be important that we discuss this topic real quick to bring an understanding. Most of the time, on YouTube and social media, we have countless persons who complain or they say that we need a solution, and they offer nothing, or they offer those things that have already been done that were not successful to those who originated that strategy. We claim we want solutions to problems, and that is a claim. We really don't seek anything. We are pompous and we're arrogant. There's an old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. This is the mentality of soul brothers and sisters. This is the mentality of the black man and woman. This is the mentality of the African. This is the mentality of the melanated people. You can't teach old dogs new tricks. But in the natural world is always creating something new. So you have life and you have death. Death takes out the old and brings in the new. And in biology, it was explained to me, the reason why we have death is because the old must be taken out of the picture so something new, a better model, can come into existence. That's the purpose of death. To bring something new. But the African, the Black American, the melanated people continue to hold on to what they was. They refuse to adopt. They refuse to transform. They refuse to become new. So you remain stagnant among other human beings. You just linger. You just survive. When you ask some of our people, how you doing? Oh man, I'm just making it. Trying to survive, bro. Trying to survive, trying to make it. I've heard that ever since I was a little boy. What's up, my man? What's up, bro? Oh, bro, I'm just making it, just trying to survive. Instead of saying, I'm trying or I am living. You're always trying to survive. You don't know what it means to live. With all your religion and all your spirituality, you're just trying to survive. You're just trying to make it. You're trying to survive while others thrive. You don't hear them, hey man, just trying to make it, just try. They are thriving while you're trying to hold on to your life. Because you don't know whether or not you're going to live or die. Because you're just trying to survive. Just trying to make it, brother. I'm just trying to make it. You know how it is, man. I'm just trying to make it. you should not want to continue to live in that type of condition, nor should you want your children to inherit that type of condition or lifestyle. Amen. I'm just trying to make it, just trying to survive. But the reason why we linger, the reason why we continue to be in this condition is because we lack manhood. We lack manpower. We lack an adult. Just because you have a penis don't make you a man. Just because you 6 foot 1 inches tall don't mean you're an adult. We are surviving, and we continue to survive because we have no leadership, and the leadership is supposed to be the man, according to what y'all teach. So if we're still trying to survive, then that means the male, the head of household, the leader, has failed in his job. That's what has happened. You are too arrogant in your ways of living, trying to return to a past most of you never lived, and it's gone. You cannot accept the fact that whatever Africa was, that's gone. Whatever melanated people did 666 trillion years ago, if you believe that, it's over. This is 2021. Laurel says the maturity with our people is behind because we started from behind. And that's true. There's no further behind than you can get when you started on a slave plantation. If you started in the high places that you claim, then why are you so far behind? If you started so high. You didn't. You started on a slave plantation with nothing, no land, no resources. You was property. Our people was property. Welcome, Gregory. Thank you for joining us this evening. And there was a question raised. Somebody wanted to join the live stream. I will, after I finish this little talk, I will open the floor to questions. I will open the live stream for comment. If you want to come here and say what you feel that you need to say, we will do that. As long as you're on topic. Now, yeah, it was the rain. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to open the floor. Okay, so on this social media platform, you have those that complain, but they really don't offer a solution. You have black men going back and forth with black women 24 hours a day, but nobody is offering a solution. Nobody is offering advice. You just complain. all the black women do this and black women do this and the black man do that. What is your solution? What is your advice? How do we change this? Complaining does not change anything. There are many of you who are familiar with that sister, what's her name, Cynthia G. She offers no solution. You hear Kevin Samuels and Tommy Sotomayor and a lot, and recently we have young Pharaoh complaining about black women or whatever, but there's no solution. There's no advice. How do we solve the problem? Or do you want the problem solved? Some of us don't want the problem solved. So we're going to come here tonight because I have added my voice to this little conflict of black male, black female. So we want to offer a solution instead of complaint. We know what the solution is from this platform, but we want to talk about giving some advice to those to help us look at each other in a different manner because we have a solution. We need to look at things differently. Brother Gregory says we don't have a final solution for black women because we don't want to become black men. And that's what we want to talk about tonight. Why you don't talk about black women? I really don't talk a lot about black women. And this is not to say that somebody is perfect. Of course we know the sisters are not perfect. But we're coming from the point of view or the position or the title of men because we claim that we are leaders and we are providers and we are protectors. So you put that burden on yourself. Well, the black woman won't let us. It's not about what black women want. The white man, the black woman, nobody can stop you from being who you are. If the black man is the leader, the head of household, the provider and the protector, nobody stop you from being who you are. Nobody. You stop yourself. And you use the white man and you use black women as excuses for not stepping up to the plate because the reality is you are afraid. The reality is you really don't know what the hell you're doing. The reality is you have a penis, but you don't understand what manhood really is. And you don't want to admit, you don't want to confess. There's no female lion that can stop a male lion from being a male lion. There's no female zebra can stop a male zebra from being a male zebra. No female roach can stop a male roach from being a male roach. You stop yourself because you never been a man. You just came off the damn slave plantation and you don't want to accept that reality. And I'm telling you that the heavens are on your side. Everything is in order so that now you can become that man and you become that woman that you talk about, but you have yet to become. We want to talk to the men tonight. And I want to say, I'm not Mr. Know-it-all. I'm not Mr. Right. I can stand corrected. However, based on our activity and our behavior, the way that you're going right now, what has it done for you? How has it worked out for you? You should not be in a position where black women dislike or they hate the black man, or the black man dislike or hate the black woman. That's an unnatural state. And both of you are leading yourselves to extinction. Really, this talk is for male and female. But the male is the leader. If you are the leader, then nobody stopped you from leading. You use the black woman, the white man, as an excuse for your failure, for your incompetence, because you don't really know what the hell you're doing. Where do we start? Let's start with, because a lot of you like the analogy of using the male lion. Now, among a lot of cats, the male lion, he is not going to tolerate cubs that come from another male. When he comes into power, all those cubs from other lions got to go. And you will even see this behavior in domesticated cats on the farm. That male cat will seek out all those kittens, all those cubs, because that's not his. And he will kill all of them. And this will cause the female lion or the female cat to come back into heat so he can sire his babies. Now, if you notice, he's doing this among his own kind. He's not going to tolerate DNA from another male, from his own species, from his own kind. So you know that male lion is not going to allow some other cat to come around to try to get with his female. He's not going to tolerate that. You, the American black male in this country, you allow any male to mess with your women. You have no kind of control over her because you have no control over yourself. You are still living in a slave-like condition and you don't control nothing. You should not be allowing no male from nowhere to come mess with your women. None of them. You don't understand the DNA game. The male must protect his DNA. That's your #1 job in order to keep this particular species going. You must protect your DNA. You're not doing that because you don't understand the reality that you live in. And when we talk about extinction, you laugh. Oh. Black people can't be extinct. Oh. You don't understand or have your own DNA has no value. There are many blackbirds. Do a Google search. All kinds of blackbirds. There's all kinds of other animals. They do not interbreed. All kinds of bats. The brown bat does not interbreed with the vampire bat or the fruit bat. The male stays in and protects his DNA for his species. That's part of your job. To provide and protect. The #1 priority is your DNA. And the only one who can carry your DNA is the sisters, is a black woman. And you hate her. So since you hate the black woman, you hate your DNA, so you are putting you're putting yourself on a path of self-destruction, extinction. When the black women do this, then you need to learn how to lead. See, you're used to being in a violent world. Beating people up, threatening folks, making mockery of people. That's not leadership. Real leadership is wise. Real leadership, you're so, oh wow, you're so slick. You got so much finesse that people would do things because they think they're doing it on their own, but actually you're the one that put the thought and guided them there. You ever been in a situation? I've been in a situation. In order to have finesse like that, in order to have finesse like that, you gotta humble yourself. And you don't want to humble yourself. You want to huff and puff, and you want to be this strong, tough guy. Where is that getting you? I've been on the job. I have about 11 or 12 years of fast food management experience. I learned it was better for me not to, I'm the manager, run around telling people what to do, hollering and screaming, whatever. Just sit back, cool, calm, and collect. And I would put ideas and ask people what you think. And let them think that it was their original idea. I don't care as long as the job get done. That's leadership. Let them have the credit. Let them have the glory. That's leadership. And everything for me, when I was a manager, always was smooth sailing. I didn't have to run around and throw my weight around. I'm the manager. I can fire you. I'm going to take you off the clock. Bullying and threatening folks. And that's what you do to the sisters. Because you don't know any better. You have no wisdom. I was even taught that in the Nation of Islam. When husbands are dealing with their wives, don't you be arguing all day and all night with your wife. Use your brain. But we don't know how to do that. We're used to trying to kick somebody's ass, threatening to kill people, threatening to murder folks, committed assault, threatening. This is what you do with the sisters. You a bed wench. You a mammy. What? How is that working for you? Black women bring drama. How is all that working for you? L'Oreal says black women tolerate a lot of the bad because they have twisted views on relationship and what a man is. That's right. And Gregory says white men worship black women. The stronger the delusion, the better they are in bed. I don't know about all that. I don't know. This is the difference between you and a peckerwood. You talk to black woman, blah, 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 and calling folks names and whatever. That's how you roll. The white man on the job is real slick with his. Now, once he gets you in his clutches, it's a different ball game. But I can guarantee you that white man that got Serena Williams, he was smooth and had finesse. Serena said, I never thought I would be messing with a white man. You don't have any finesse. You want to throw your weight around. I'm the head of household. I'm the man. I'm this. Where's it getting you? It's going to get you extinct. That's what it's going to get you. You never see male animals. Look. You never see male animals fight their females. Show it to me. Show me in nature where male animals beat up their females. Now, they would beat up and kill a male. They don't do that. You are a really unnatural creature. You ever see birds when they mate? That male bird go all out his way, making sure his feathers is just right and flipping and fluffing around. You see that peacock throw his tail up in there. Look how pretty I am. Trying to show off. You never see a male peacock beat up the female. You don't see male rabbits beating up and abusing and raping the females. You don't see that in nature. But when it comes to you, because you think beating somebody up, you think abuse and violence is the way things need to be done because that's all we understood from the slave plantation. That's how the slave master kept everything in order with violence. And you have become just like him, a damn real violent, arrogant, nasty ass people. She's the one that brings your DNA into this reality. So one of your priorities as a man is you have to protect your DNA. And there's nothing racist, even when it comes to white men. It is not racist for a man to want to protect his DNA. What's racist is when you think that because you white or you black or whoever the hell you are, you think you're superior to other human beings. That's what's racist. It's not racist for a white man to tell black men, stay the hell away from our women. It's not racist for Mexicans or anybody to tell another man, stay the hell away from my woman. Nothing wrong with that. That's your job. You're supposed to protect your DNA. You're supposed to protect your species. You don't understand the game of life. Only thing you've ever known is death. And you do things that cause your demise. You do things to hurt yourself. So because you don't like the black woman, and I heard young Pharaoh say, that's why the black man is going to other women, because y'all black women full of drama or whatever. Now, if you understand, now we never talk about what we done, what we're doing. It's always the black woman's fault. It's the white man's fault. It's always somebody's fault except us. We got problems. Your main problem is you claim to be a leader. You claim to be so damn smart, a provider and a protector, and you have failed in all the categories. You're caught up in all this religious black scholarship bullshit. Where is it getting you? So, young Pharaoh and the Manosphere, Kevin Samuels, whoever, I don't know. These men now say, we don't need the black woman. We are going to go to other women. The white woman, go down to Brazil, some damn South America, Mexico, whatever. So listen. Okay. So you will find, how you doing there, Gene? Can't keep up with the comments here. So you will meet a nice white woman. Let's just use the white woman because that's very popular. When it comes to interracial relationships, it can be other people, but our favorite, of course, is the first suggestion is always the white woman. Now get me a white woman. Get me a white woman. Okay. So you get your white woman. Cool. Now, your problem is that white woman is not your woman. So you will father a child with the white woman, but that child has weakened your DNA. That child is not you. It's part of you. So you have weakened your DNA. That's not you. It's a part of you, but it's not you. The only one that can produce you is somebody else like you, which is the black woman. The white woman is not you. So when you have a baby with her, you have diluted. You made your DNA weaker. Like when you put cream into coffee, you made that coffee weaker. And that baby is not you. It's just a part of you. The only one who can give you is the black woman, soul sister. A Mexican, somebody from Brazil or whatever, cannot give you. You have produced somebody that got part of you, but they're not you. And that's your problem. So if that's not you, who the hell is it? Because it's not you. I don't like when they call people names, mulatto and biracials and all this kind of stuff. Now, it does happen in nature, but it's rare. And interracial relationships have always happened all over the world because a man is a man, a woman is a woman. If you get to know them long enough, that's what happens. But it is rare. It is rare. Just like it's rare that you will see a white black bear. It's rare that you will see a white deer. This is rare. But you are engaging in an unnatural behavior as time goes on. Since you're not protecting your DNA, as time goes on, you will go extinct. And maybe that's a good thing because the American Negro is an unnatural product anyway that was produced by slavery. All these other fairy tales and mythology and lies about Africa and whatever. And let me tell you something else. Gene says these Negroes won't half-breed babies, but they was full-blood pit bulls. That child that you have with a woman outside of your woman, that's not you. I don't care what that child looked like. That's not you. That's a diluted form of your DNA. But as a man, it's your job to protect your full DNA. That's why in nature, the female looks for the strongest male because that DNA has to be as strong as possible as we go into time. The female is going to choose the strongest male. And see, that's where the sisters messed up. The sisters mess around with the weakest males. You're not choosing strong males. You're choosing weak males. That's your job. It's to also protect the DNA by choosing the strongest man, the best man you can find. But how can you do that when you're not trying to better yourself? We're not a better people. Low quality people produce low quality children that can barely think. The only thing they know how to do, how I'm going to survive. They don't know how to mature to where they can thrive. And we've been surviving for the last 100 some years. Getting weaker and weaker. And you think that you're hurting the black woman by having children outside of her, and you're not. You're only hurting yourself. Because that child, I know that you love that child, and I know that you're upset, but that child is not you. That's a diluted form of you. When you mix chocolate ice cream with vanilla, it's no longer vanilla or chocolate. The only way it's chocolate and vanilla, they have to be separated. That's chocolate, that's vanilla. When you start mixing them, it's called Neapolitan. If somebody asks you for, I want some chocolate ice cream, and you give them Neapolitan, they're gonna look at you like, what the hell is this? I said I want a chocolate. Well, there goes some. I didn't say I want some chocolate. I want chocolate. I don't want no damn Neapolitan. You are a man and you failed to protect your DNA. That's your number one priority. That's the only way that you can live. So so as a leader, okay, you got to understand your situation. See, you don't understand the situation that you're in. And you don't look at black women as human beings. I don't need you. That's your problem. We don't need each other. How has this been working out for us? I don't need to socialize with Angel Snub 7. I don't need you. I don't need to unite with nobody. How is all this working out for us? We don't need each other. But at the same time, you're going to tell me, or you're going to tell me, or you don't believe that you can't go extinct. You're on your way to extinction. It's a slow process, but soon. Matter of fact, look, these people are already trying to erase the American black people out of history right now. I believe it's in Texas. They want to take black history out of the school system. Just teach American history. They want to take all our accomplishments, everything that we are, out of the public school system. And for many of us, that's the only way some of our children even get taught any kind of soul history or black history. And they talking about erasing us out already. You're not even gone. They already talking about erasing you. But you think that you can't go extinct. Well, they already working on it. And you keep talking this crap, talking about abortions. Don't have to abort nobody. You're doing it yourself. You are aborting yourself every time you have a baby with somebody outside of us. That's abortion. You're destroying your DNA because that child is not you. That child is a diluted form of you. The only one who can give you your DNA is somebody like yourself, and that's your own woman. But you hate her. You dislike her. Why don't you try to be nice to her? Why don't you use your brain to come at her in a different manner, except, oh, you a bed wench, you a mammy, you a coon, all that crazy ass stuff. What does it do for you? What has it done for us? Now, I'm very sure a lot of the pro-black folks will agree with me when I talk about protecting our DNA. Or some of them may not, because they just, nothing I say is right. Nothing I say makes any sense. Everything Angel Snub 7 say is wrong. Well, Angel Snub Nub 7 understands, because I am a student of nature, that you are destroying your DNA when you are making babies outside yourself. And now I know you're not going to like this. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to drop the link. Anybody want to come join me, or we're going to talk, just talk general in the comment section. Now I know they're going to get upset with me when I say this. The African woman is not your woman. If we are born in America and your family, we was raised descendants of slaves born in America, that woman from the islands, from Africa, other melanated people, that's not your woman either. She's better, but that's not your woman either. Your woman is the soul sister, the American born, descendant, 400-year-old black woman. That's who your woman is. Not from Africa, not from Jamaica. She right here with your happy ass for the last 400 years. These other people ain't been with you. They are recent immigrants. She's the one that's been with us for 400 years. Not nobody, that's right, weave and all, you damn Skippy. She's the one. No, man, all, no, man, we are all the same. You're a lie. We're not all the same. Just like blackbirds, they don't interbreed. Red-winged blackbirds don't interbreed with this other blackbird or whatever. They don't interbreed. They all blackbirds. We might all be melanated people, but we're not the same. And we should not be interbreeding. You should only care about your DNA. Now look. Now check this out. We're not the same. I'm going to say this and I'm going to open up the line. I was watching a forensic television show. They was trying to solve a murder. And they found this skeleton. And when they found this skeleton, they didn't even know whether the person was a male or female. They didn't know. So their first problem was, is this a male or a female? So of course they do their little science thing and blah, blah, blah. And they found out this is a female. Okay, what is this person's race? We're not all the same. I heard somebody say we're the same because we have red blood. A dog have red blood. A roach have red blood. A goat have red blood. Most life, the blood is red. There are some animals that have green blood and blue blood, but the majority of the time, blood is red. We're not the same. Let's stop promoting that damn lie. We're not the same. So as they get into the science of things, they find out that this is a melanated person. That this person is an African person. Some type of black person. And guess what? They had to find out, is this an African American? Or was this person actually born from the continent? Look, this is how deep the science is. We're not the same. Because they can tell whether you was born, this melanated person was born in America or came from the African continent. So if we was the same, if African Americans, if black people was the same as African people, then why is there, how can they tell the difference? So as they continued their forensics, they found out that this person was a female that was born in Africa. Now, are they right or wrong? They know this person is not an African American. This person, this female, came from Africa, the continent. So what happened was, they found out that this person was a female that actually came from the African continent, and they take that putty and they put it on the skull and made a face, and somebody recognized the face, and this woman was murdered by her uncle that was molesting her from Nigeria, I believe. So she was born. She was an immigrant from the country, from Nigeria, I believe. Oh, did you see that, Sister Ann? Yeah, she came from she actually came from Africa. Her uncle or some relative was molesting her and got her pregnant, and he killed her because if the family found out what he did, they would kill him. And Sister Ann can verify this. She saw that show, and many of you have seen that. So the African American is not the same as the African. However, you would be doing better interbreeding with other melanated people, but they are not you. The only one who can produce you is that soul sister, that the woman that been with us for 400 years. The woman in Africa or on the islands or whatever, that's not you. You're doing better, but that's not you. I want her. I want Sister Ann. I want these. I want to protect our DNA, our legacy, our history. I want her. She's the reason why we're here now. And now you giving up. That's right. I want weed, makeup, and all, or whatever. If you don't want her wearing a weed or wearing makeup or whatever, then lead, then protect, then provide. Put her in a different environment. Because as long as she's here and the white man is the boss, the white man said that she can wear weed. The white man said that she can do whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he's the man. He's her man. Even you brothers that run around with your woman, y'all so black power, that's not your woman. She belongs to the white man. Hey, T, what's happening? T says black men don't care about a legacy because they're not men. They're not protecting their DNA. You don't understand the concept because you just came from a slave plantation. Sister Ansley be proud of her hair, and she become proud of it too. You need to take her out of that septic tank. You gotta stand up and be a man. You got to change and transform yourself first. How the hell you gonna ask her to change and transform herself when you ain't doing a damn thing for yourself? When you as a leader, when you transform and you do your busy, she will follow you because she want to be with us. She don't want to be with an African. She don't want to be with the white man. She don't want to be with a Chinese man. She want to be with us. We as men have to straighten up our act first. We have to straighten up our men and our boys. We got to put our foot down on the gangs. We got to put our foot down on the pedophiles and the rapists and all the riffraff in our community. We got to build ourselves. We have to gain our respect, our strength as men. You got to give her a place she can call her own so she can stand up and say, my man is the one bringing the water to my house. My man bringing my electricity. My man is doing all these things for me. Right now, it's the white man is her man. And you run to the white woman. You ain't no damn better. You have no brains. You act like you can't think. You think violence is the answer, just like your slave master. But we have. So Brother 85 says, we have failed the black woman. We have to accept that reality. But it don't have to stay that way. It depends on your future actions. We want to be treated like full functioning men, but we don't earn anything. We want to play this self-righteous role. It ain't me, it's them other men. And I use this as an example. I don't smoke, and a lot of other men don't smoke. But if we are in a room and the majority is smoking, it don't make no difference whether I'm not smoking. It's the air is still polluted because everybody is smoking. So it don't make no difference how good you think you are. If the rest of the men in the room is smoking, it's still polluted. You just want to feel good about yourself, and you ain't doing it, and you still not doing what you should do. Because what you should do, if y'all so damn good, then find all the good ones so that you can be an example to the bad ones, so we can get on a roll and start progressing. But you can't even do that because you're looking out for yourself because you want your own little slave plantation. Everybody out here is looking for slaves. And that's what it's all about. So if you think that you can't go extinct, you have a rude awakening. You have a rude awakening coming. And I'm going to put this link here, do a little commentary. Somebody said they want to come here and give us a few comments or whatever. We're going to do a little of that. and keep entertaining some of the comments in the chat room. But I just want to make it very clear. Your hate of your hate of black women, you thinking that you hurting them, you only hurting yourself. Because you are failing to protect and secure your DNA. And within the next 50-some years, you will be extinct. Because you, as we know it, won't exist no more. Versions of you, pieces of you will exist. But we, as we know it, won't exist no more. Because you decided to die with your punk ass. That's a coward move. That's a coward move. You can't handle the black women. You can't handle the black women, so you run to the white woman or everybody else because you're too damn punk. You're too punkified to deal with your own woman. Really, that's a punk move. That's a punk move, running to other women. She don't bite. The problem is you. The problem is us. You don't have the right mentality. You don't understand how to love her and care for her. Because she's the one that carry your life, carry your DNA. That's the only way that you can live. Let me bring a guest on here real quick. How you doing? Welcome to the Realist Tip on Earth. You're talking to Angel Snub 07. How you doing? Was it Tasha?
How you doing, Angel? Can you hear me okay?
I'm fine. And yourself?
I'm okay. I'm enjoying your show.
Thank you.
You had my mind racing. You sure you can hear me? You sure you can hear me okay? Hold on. I'm going to turn something off real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. You had my mind racing, sir, with all due respect. I've always liked your show, never had a problem with you as others have. I in fact, understood you. The way you're talking now, I'm a black woman in this society every day. And what is going on is like something out of the movies with black men. It's unimaginable. The war has already been waged. And dare I say, let us go in peace. You mentioned extinction, numerous times. Well, let us go in peace. This is an embarrassment. That's what, when things get to this level and get so bad to this point, that is the universe. See, the black woman ain't listening, but she's going to be forced to listen with things that's coming. When things get so bad to this point that I cannot walk down the street in peace or go out in public in peace, then it's time for us to go. It is. The universe is letting it be known. It's time for us to go. And if anybody has any sort of honor, death is better. To no longer exist is better than this predicament. And it's only getting worse. If you have any sort of honor, let them breathe. I've heard black men talk about, and I quote, breeding out. They are deliberately what they call breeding out. Let them, because this ain't working. This is no longer working. It hasn't worked, and it's only getting worse. They don't even, you keep mentioning the children. They hate black children. They hate black innocent babies. That's done nothing. Then I heard you mention natural hair. When I'm out and about, see, the talk about the natural hair and the hair weave is just an excuse to wage psychological and spiritual warfare. Because those of us who are natural know that they, not the white man, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Indian, Arab man, but the black man finds it repulsive and attacks it. When are we going to start telling the truth? They find, but then they turn around and complain about the hair weave. So weave, no weave, natural, not natural, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They just simply hate us. No problem. Let's stop reproducing them. They don't mind. They want to go extinct. Well, God damn it, we got the ones, then let's go. Let's go. Because for black women like myself, it's not about what we're saying. The universe listens to us. And I've called it. Those like myself, this is disgusting. It's repulsive. It's embarrassing. They are so far gone. They don't want to, they love you. Keep talking about the white man. And I don't mean, it's not you I'm yelling at. I hope you don't find me, what I'm saying, disrespectful to you personally, sir.
Don't bother me.
Okay.
Roll.
You keep mentioning the white man. See the game, like the natural hair game. They talk about the white man like they got a problem with them, but they love this motherfucker. Oh, I'm cursing on your platform. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Just
they love him to the point where they disenfranchise their own themselves, their own children, and their women. They want to see white win. So let us go in peace. I'm fine with it. Considering the things that have come at me and the way they have come at me from specifically black men and the women that created them and gave them the mission of hatred for me, then let us go in peace. Yes. It's already in full motion anyway. Whether we like it or not, we're not going to make what's coming. We have entered into a new world with an old demonic concept in mind. And it's not that we're seen as a social liability. For black men to build, it was only going to be to their benefit. But they hate blackness so much they refuse to build. Okay, then it's over. Go ahead, Mr. Angel. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I wanted you to keep rolling. I mean, everything that you said, you know, I've said, I mean, it's right on time.
You can't even, as a black woman, if they can see you, they understand this. They want me dead. If your problem is they can simply see you, not that you're engaging with them, not that you're looking for something, they can simply see you, and that is grounds for them to attack you. Well, that's a deep, dark, different type of hatred. That's something different. So it's all been a game. They want to wipe out black. They've made deals with white. Oops. They've made deals to extinct their own people. Okay? They've made deals. It's deep and it's dark. Then so be it. Let us go in peace. I don't have a problem with it. Once you understand honor, once you understand honor, it's something very, believe it or not, there's a darkness to it. I'll call it a righteous darkness, because it's like, if we got to go, then let us be. Let it be. But I had to get that out. I've heard them talk about, we're dealing with, I don't think that people understand just how wickedly deviant what it is that we're dealing with. I don't think from within. I don't think that we've mastered the concept of how wickedly deviant the entity that represents black now truly is, and the purpose of it and the agenda of it. It's to the point where those who have an agenda outside of the race, who wants us out of here, they can sit back. They have no blood on their hands. They just unleash the vicious black Negroes upon us, knowing full well that they're going to rape, pillage, and murder us and kill us spiritually. They ain't got to get no blood on their hands now. This is deep and it's terrible. I'm a black woman, and the things that come to me every day, my butt ain't out, my breast ain't out, my hair is natural, and the things that come to me undeservingly so, then it's time to go. And and other Black people like myself too. Anytime that, you know, our children inherit nothing and they have no problem with that, then it's over.
Yes.
So go ahead, sir. Were you going to say something?
Oh, I mean, it's to the point where I know two of the most popular platforms that was espousing, they're supposed to represent this Black conscious type of stuff, which is SNIFFY Studios. And recently we have Young Pharaoh. Both of them are on record. They all both are on record talking about how Black men need to go to white women. So they have a large audience, and their audience is supposed to be so pro-blackity black. But nobody that I know of on these platforms, their audience is not even asking them, hey, what's up with that? And why do they always got to go to the white woman? Why can't you say, well, the Black woman is not this, let's go get your African. They always, first choice, got to go to the white woman.
I can tell you why. I can tell you why. First of all, I have no problem with interracial dating. I'm not pro-Black. Considering how bad and disturbing things are, do whatever you want. That's me. Okay. Yeah. So, but when that rhetoric, that, you know, what they're saying in regards to go get you a white woman and what they're supposedly standing on is a blatant contradiction. So yes. The core reason why, okay, I'm gonna break it down, and I'm gonna not get too dirty. They think they're gonna screw their way to the top. If you want to understand their mentality, you must understand the typical mentality of almost basically a streetwalker. Okay, that's where the Black man is mentally. Okay, she's going to lay with this one to get that one. She's going to lay with this. She's going to work her way up to get out of a bad situation while laying on her back. And he has the same mentality. He thinks that by laying with this white woman, she's going to get him into certain spaces. And it hasn't worked out for them for more than 60 years. They've been at this since the 50s and the 60s. That was the sole reason why many of them fought for civil rights. The ability to lay with the white woman without getting killed. That's the truth. For some of them, it was about equality, as delusional as they were. And for others, it was about sexual access. So it's still prevalent. So that white woman, if you lay next to her, then you can imagine that you're a white man, basically. And you're mentally in the highest point of mental illness. You want the illusion of being, I guess, a white man. Go ahead. Go ahead, because white women, and then white women only sleep with them and have their children and feel like she got a trump card on Black women like me. And then end up a baby mama. Ain't that something? You only was incompetent. And by the way, when they get with white women, it's not just being with the white woman. The one thing they always engage in is talking bad about Black women to this white woman. That's their bond, their hatred for Black women. That's how they get down. The white woman and that Black man, when they combine, you should see it. When I'm walking down the street, they both got to walk past me and stare in my face to see if I have a reaction. I don't give a care. I don't care. But they both looking in my face because that's a relationship based on trolling. They want to get under somebody's skin. That has nothing to do with love or anything. It has to do with both of their low self-esteem. So let them go ahead and do what they got to do. Right. I don't care. I can care less. Because the state that Black people are in and has shown the world to this degree of dysfunction, no other race of men, and black men don't understand this, and then they think that it's like, well, for one, they're in competition with women and children. You can't talk masculinity with a group of men who want to compete with women and children.
Right.
So like let them do whatever they want to do. The universe has already pulled our card. Nothing is going to change. It could have changed a long time ago. It's never going to change, and it's an embarrassment. It's a disturbing embarrassment. So extinction, yeah, it looks like, well, we're not going to survive what's coming. It's being laid out for that purpose. And black people, everybody's going to need to rely on their community going forward. Everybody's going to need, every racial group is going to be able to rely on their people going forward, because we're heading towards hard times.
Yes.
And what do we have? Nothing. So you mentioned solutions. That's something else that when you mentioned that had me over here rocking. I was over here rocking. I said, Mr. Angel, Lord, why are you doing this to me tonight? Okay. We can have all the solutions we want to. It's going to be nothing more than a talking point, unfortunately, with no participants. We can have solutions all we want to, but participants. And what I discovered is these low vibrational people, they just want to hear solutions so they can take it and grab it and regurgitate it to sound intelligent to somebody else or in a different setting.
Right.
We have solutions. We have geniuses amongst black people. True, by definition, on paper, geniuses that go to waste because we've been overthrown as a people. We've been overthrown from within. Slavery was only able to transpire because we were overthrown from within. So, and when it, and that's what we're up against. You should see the things that I have to deal with day to day, minding my own business. It's disturbing. If you can't stand this, just simply see me, then if I can't be seen, that means you hate me taking a breath, and that means you want me dead. No problem. I have accepted that rejection a long time ago. No problem. There is no hope with me. I'm not expecting, I see it and have received it for what it is. So, I mean, I feel sorry for those who, and then a lot of black women are playing the game. And it's a game that they've been losing. You want to keep rewarding bad behavior and sustaining bad behavior and then complain about the outcome. You can't have it both ways. You can't, black woman. You want to condone and reward bad behavior and make wickedness comfortable and then complain about the outcome. Somebody is keeping these dysfunctional sustained. Who's doing it? Somebody is sustaining them. No building, but they keep a roof over their head and a full stomach, and they're sexually satisfied. Who's doing that? So so black women collectively, I don't listen to them either, because they playing the game. They're playing the game that they lost at. All she had to do, as so I heard someone else say it, get up on your throne and stay there. Don't bend, don't flex, don't make any exceptions. That's all the black woman had to do, was get on her throne and stay there. That would have done so much. That would have weeded out all the weaklings that now have power. That would have silenced them. Nope, she rewarded their bad behavior, so she gets what she gets. Weave it up, go natural, whatever you decide to do, baby girl. Because of your actions, you're a race of women with no community. Congratulations, you lose. So, considering how bad things are, I don't understand why the black woman continues to give birth. I do understand what you're saying in regards to DNA. I do know what you're saying in regards to keeping your lineage intact and keeping But things are too bad. Black children inherit nothing. Black innocent babies suffer. Black innocent babies suffer, undeservingly so. So we don't deserve this life.
Wow.
We don't deserve it. So go ahead, Mr. Angel.
I mean, you kicking it. I mean, you kicking the truth. I mean, what is it for me to say?
No, you're fine. It's like we want to exist just to exist.
Right.
Nothing done. Nothing done. Nothing accomplished. I sit back and watch people of other races sit back and watch black people. As soon as another black person see you, problem. Their energy shifts. Well, wait a minute. You was fine when you was ringing up all of these white and Hispanic and Indian people and Asians, but as soon as they see another black face, boom, energy shift. I watch the outsiders watch them, and you can't correct them. Oh dear God, you can't tell them to catch themselves. No. You're really gonna be asking for it then. So let us go in peace. Let these dudes continue to breed out. They only grab for the white woman as a part of the psychological warfare against innocent black females. I really wish, I think that certain black men need to go toe to toe with their mama. I ain't gonna lie. I think that it may sound weird. I think that they need to go and stand before their mother and convict her and speak openly and honestly in regards to what she did. And most of them, that's their backup. So they'll never be that honest. They'll never be that honest to tell their own mind. So women like me gotta suffer because you don't want to sit up and hold your mother accountable for her dirty deeds. So yeah, let it end. I want it to go. We're not gonna survive what's coming. I'm sitting up watching it being deliberately orchestrated through the media and everything else, propaganda. Black people have demonized themselves.
Right.
They've demonized themselves. They've allowed they have stood behind rhetoric instead of reality. So we're gonna suffer. That's what black people have done. They did a social that they in recent years in 2020, black people have fallen for the booby trap that would have demonized them permanently and socially. You get what I mean? They have proven themselves, dare I say, to be a social liability. So our future is out of our hands. And then on top of that, you have, and as I'm reflecting as a woman, the war was always waged against me. I've done nothing to no one. Yes. I'm not out here like that. But they have always, and this is something that's not new, waged a very calculated, deliberate war against innocent black femininity. And it seems like the more clean and honorable and righteous you are as a black woman, the harder they come. I'm not wearing a weave. I'm not overweight. I'm not saying I mean every other word. I'm not wearing lashes. I'm not wearing 5-inch long fingernails. I move with some sort of grace and honor, and then they hate you for that because they have nothing. I'm not a baby mama, right? This is what they talk about,
right?
But they still hate you and hate you even more because they don't feel like they got any dirt on you. So they coming. Yeah, this is deep. This is deep. They want you to they want the world to believe this about weave. How you complaining about weave? This black women started weaving up because you find natural hair repulsive. A lot of it.
That's right.
You find natural hair, they act like they want to throw up. I'm like, oh my God. The whole world knows what black looks like except for you. Everybody knows what black women look like under those bundles that's on their head, except for you. That black women due to calculated psychological warfare, black women started hiding their natural kinky crown because nothing says black like our hair. And so now she edits herself and you torment her for editing herself because she wants peace when she leaves her house. That's the truth.
That's right.
They want peace. Could you imagine? But I had to get to a certain place mentally and spiritually to be truly myself. I had to psychologically and spiritually, place the black, the dysfunctional black who are in large numbers in a certain place so I can reach my liberation and wear my kinky crown unapologetically so. Not because of the white man. They wouldn't dare say anything about my damn hair. I don't even think they care. They're too busy building and sustaining and ruling to give a damn about my hair. And these dudes talk about hair. The China man sells the hair and don't even talk about hair as much as them. So what are we dealing with? I don't know what I don't know what is it. It's in the form of a man. It's in the shape of a man. But when you analyze them psychologically and spiritually, I don't know what it is. I don't know what, and I don't mean to be, well, to them, that's disrespectful. But I hope you're not offended when I say that. What kind of man? They can't build a community because the black woman is wearing weave. They can't build a community. And they will say this, the black woman won't let us leave. Oh my God. How do you change someone's soul who's that forsaken from themselves? How do you change that? If they understood authentic, organic masculinity, nobody gives you a right to stand. But I know why they can't step up and be men. They're too dirty.
Wow.
They're too dirty. They have done so much dirt and have violated so many souls. To stand up as a man means to stand up in righteousness. And they cannot do it because they don't know what may come out about them. They're too dirty to stand up. They got too much dirt. They don't know what may come out about them. And I'm not talking some trivial stuff or just a mistake or something. They have destroyed souls. And for them to stand on behalf of righteousness, somebody at any time can come up and say, wait a minute, didn't you do X, Y, Z to me? Yeah, he did X, Y, Z to me. So these dudes are too dirty now to position themselves as men, and they know it. So they just want to keep everybody distracted with hair weaves and complaining about the black. Listen, the black woman lost her way. These certain type of black women were, because a lot of them are deviant too. I'm not afraid to say it. But they were able to flourish in that deviancy because black men deliberately abandoned their post of masculinity. Once he did, it gave her an opening. And they don't understand that. They don't want to understand that. So as long as they have been able to, hold on, let me see. Okay. As long as they have been able to sustain themselves, stay alive, full stomach, roof over their head, sexually satisfied, they have had no motivation to build and sustain anything.
That's right.
And then on top of that, they hate blacks so much, they know by them building and sustaining as men is only going to work to the benefit of the people. See, they don't want the people to collectively, no matter what their rhetoric is, they don't want the people collectively to come up. They want to come up themselves somehow, some way, and then look down their nose on everybody else. So very catty, very pathetic, but it's over. It's over for us. But go ahead, Mr. Angel. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, see, this is this time that we're living in, I'm not a prophet. Yeah, I'm not religious and all that kind of good stuff, as you know. But also, I'm looking at the time period that we're living in, because what I'm looking at is we are in a position right now where we can begin to do damn good, or we out of here, we out of this joint. It's one or the other. There's no in between no more. There's no in between. We haven't done nothing. Don't you? I keep telling people, don't you understand? Pretty soon it will be 100 years after the civil rights movement, and we have achieved nothing. You don't feel any kind of embarrassment? You don't feel bad about that? After 100 years after the civil rights, okay, 1960, in about what, 30, 40 years, it'll be 100 years? And on the path that we're going, we've achieved and done nothing since the civil rights movement. Absolutely nothing. And you don't feel bad about that? You don't feel embarrassment? Come on. So I'm on your boat. That in a way it's good that we do the honorable thing and just go out and, you know, just go extinct. Really, that's honorable. That's an honorable way to go out. Just like, okay, you know, we couldn't make it. We spent 400 years as slaves, or 300 or whatever it was. We tried to be free. It didn't work. We didn't get the memo. We don't know how freedom works. So we just gonna go on out.
Well,
yeah, so that's the honorable thing.
When slavery ended, okay. When slavery ended, this is my observation. We've seen amongst the people, we had some very problematic Black entities amongst us. We didn't check them. We needed to check them and check them hard. They was amongst us and they only targeted us. Problematic. We never checked them accordingly. And what happened was they were able to become stronger and gain numbers. We should have set a tone shortly, I'll say definitely the late 1800s, early 1900s, we should have been setting a tone amongst the people. We never did that.
Yes.
Almost based on our innocent, righteous, being naive. We figured, considering what we were dealing with, that others of the same hue would have an understanding, when really they was tearing us up. They've been tearing us up for a while. Sabotage. That's why I enjoy listening to you. There's not too many people I can listen to. That's because I can tell how authentic and organic you are. But that's the reason why everybody flocks to those that they know is full of crap. It's a part of sabotage. They really feel as though these people really believe that Black is truly inferior. They really believe that in their soul. They go ahead and fist pump and wear a dashiki all they want. They truly believe that Black is inferior, and so therefore, if you're not a Black person who has embodied that concept mentally and spiritually, they hate you for it. With the fact that we're able to look and say, this does not have to be. This doesn't have to be. They hate you for it. You're in tune with something, and it didn't come from them. So, yeah, these certain entities, they have been sabotaging us for quite some time, and they have done a number on us. They have done a number on us. You're not, as a Black woman, I know I'm not safe around. There's going to be some sort of warfare. It used to be you can point, it's so common now. This is now the Black experience. As a Black woman, there's a fear. There's a fear of, because this sick psychosis, they deliberately waged war against their own women and children. There's no way to escape that. They don't want to simply compete with other races of men. No, they want war and want to manually wipe out God-given Black femininity and Black children. That's what they're out to do. It's deep and it's dark. That's what they're here to do. That's what their mission is. So we're not, Black women like myself, period. We're not safe. I don't care how safe you move, who you don't engage with, how you say to yourself, the universe had to show me that ain't good enough. They have a problem with you existing. No scandal, not a baby mama, all of that stuff that they claim that they want to complain about, even though they're the ones making everybody a baby mama delete.
Right.
Now, the act of getting a woman pregnant, a Black woman pregnant, that in itself is an act of war. I'm going to say that again for you, Mr. Angel. I want you to understand, because I know you're a man and you're an authentic one. The thing that they have gotten so low collectively, the very act of impregnating a woman is an act of war. It's an act of destruction. Something has transpired where they are mentally and spiritually disconnected from their own offspring. Something has happened, and it's deep and it's dark.
Yes.
Something deep and it's dark, and it's, dare I say, I'm not religious, it's on some satanic boogeyman type of stuff. It really is. It is scary out here. And I think they, like I said, if we got to exist under these despicable, repulsive, embarrassing conditions, especially with the type of genius, we have geniuses walking amongst us.
Yes,
that's how we have pure, and the out and white people and everybody else knows it too. They know it, but they know they ain't got to get at you directly. One of your own will do everything to take you out physically, mentally, and spiritually. We have geniuses amongst us that can excuse me for cursing, that can manually dismantle all of this dysfunction. Snap of a finger. We have geniuses. That's God's gift to us. You want a solution? Bam. Now, what are you going to do? See, this is why the universe is not on our side. We're okay. I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm going to put dare I say, and I'm not religious when I say this, dare I say the anointed, those with gifts, the real solutions amongst you. What are you going to do with them? You're going to eat them alive. We had our chance. I'm sorry. I hate them. They deliberately destroyed us. I don't know what to call it. I don't know if to call them an N-word. That don't even feel sufficient. Please forgive me, Mr. Angel. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
I don't know what to call them. There's a hatred now, and I know I'm not the only one. Once you see and acknowledge what the damage has been done and how deep and dark it goes, that this has been sabotaged from the very beginning. We never stood a chance. We never stood a chance. We never was able to get off the ground, start to crawl, then get on your knees, then stand up and walk. As the people, we've never been able to do that. Free. And your worst enemies look just like you. The amount of damage they have done. I can't even, to encounter a racist, I can survive racism, but what are these Black entities amongst us actually doing? Racists, they hate me because I know every trick in the book. I don't fall for it. They hate me. I'm not a good catch for them. So what do they do to get at those like myself? Unleash my own onto me. And unleash my own to eat upon my flesh. So, okay. The universe fills me and fills my tribe. I'll just say it like that. Let us go ahead. It's sad. It's heartbreaking, but let us go ahead and let us leave this place. At least with the, and it's sad, it's heartbreaking because for those like myself, I don't mean to get emotional, so please forgive me. We have the understanding. That's what I call the anointed ones. We have the vision, the understanding, and the peace. We don't mind seeing other Black people do well. We have the vision. We study and analyze everything, but we've been torn down. We've been overthrown. I'll just say it like that. So go ahead, Mr. Angel.
Wow. I mean, I hope that you come back and talk with us.
Yes, I appreciate you. I have been watching you for years. Yes, I love your delivery. You've always been solid from the very beginning. Quite entertaining and very knowledgeable, and I appreciate you for that. Trust me, the authentic ones, and I'm going to say this, and before I go, it's like we can't even get a hold of each other. If you think, what I mean by that is, if you think about the amount of damage that's been done, the authentic ones, our guard is up, and we've encountered so much viciousness. We can't find each other. You understand what I'm saying? We can't get a hold of each other. We can't. And then there's a lot of shapeshifters. The names that you just mentioned are what I call shapeshifters. They like to deceive you, and then you realize they're not about nothing. So I think that the universe will definitely love on and protect us, because I think we're about to see some stuff. I really believe that. I'm getting that feeling, and I think I bet you are too. Something don't feel right, and the wicked won't stop their wickedness long enough for us to prepare our souls, our minds, our bank accounts, our homes. Something don't feel right. So I believe that those like myself, we will persevere. But I guess the universe is showing, we're opening up the same way so we can be prepared for what we're about to see, because many are not. So I'll leave you with that, Mr. Angel. I thank you and love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There it is. There it is, brothers and sisters. I don't have to say anything else no more. There's nothing to follow. I can't follow behind that fire our sister Tasha just brought us tonight. I can't do it. I wouldn't even feel right. Jacqueline says, those of us women that were strong enough to build the community by carrying them inside our bodies from conception are being targeted. Absolutely. Hey, Sister Noble, you still doing your live stream? Sister Noble in the house. Hope y'all got that book, God is on Trial. Let me put that in here just in case you need to get that book, God is on Trial. Put that up real quick. Okay, yeah, okay. Sister Noble is getting ready to do a live stream. We want to support our Sister Noble. I know it's late. It's like 11:20 something, almost midnight for some of you. But if you want to support our Satasha Fierce, yeah. If you haven't got that book by our Sister Noble Levine, who's going to be giving our Soul Liberation Day keynote address this year, Sister Noble, get her book, God is on Trial, on Amazon Kindle. And subscribe to her channel. Let me put that up. For those who, if you can hang tonight, continue the conversation over there with her. Let me put that up, her channel. Those of you who want to follow us over there, the Sister Noble's channel. Let me put that up real quick. This was a real wonderful live stream tonight. I got to admit, got to confess. It's really, really wonderful when we got rid of all our trolls. I guess our trolls have a hard time. They don't want to come here no more. And that's a good thing. So this is the link for those who want to follow over to Sister Noble's channel. She's getting ready to do her live stream. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try to hang and be with our sisters over there. Sister Karen. This is the link. And we're going to go ahead and continue the conversation a little bit over there live. And this was a wonderful conversation. Thank you, everybody in the chat room. Thank you for those who are listening. Thank you to our special guest, Tasha. And I would hope that Tasha would join us more often. We need that fire. And I want to say this to us before we split. I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. And I'm not going to fight. I'm going to keep fighting until there's no breath. As long as there's life, there's hope. We don't have to settle for what these bastards are doing. It really don't take a whole lot of us to change anything, but we're going to have to get a little bit more than what we got. But it don't really take a lot. We can give these bastards a run for their money and let the people decide. And if the people decide they want to die, then that's what we do. And let's just go ahead and die that honorable death, and let's just go into extinction with a smile. No more complaining. Just go ahead and die out and get it over with. So on that note, we're going to go ahead over to Sister Nova's channel. Let me put that back up again for those who want to continue to hang with us a little bit more longer. That's the link. Sister Noble channels, Sister Noble. And we're going to go over there and we're going to call it a night here. And just like our ancestor, Dr. Cornelius used to always say, as in parting, I wish us love, peace, and soul. And we are Audi 5000. Where's my little clip on?